Hello everyone, this time I'll be covering the Lizardmen team creation, and uh, we'll start right away. As usual, it's always better to start out by buying your apothecary right away. You shouldn't even think about whether or not getting one. As far as rerolls go, well, at 60,000 they're not too pricey, but they're not really affordable. Still, a couple would be a good idea, at the very least. If you have any money left after you're done buying your players, then by all means, buy some more. So let's see what kind of players we can buy. First of all, we have the Cruxigor, which is the Lizardman's big guy. The Cruxigor is not that bad when you think about it. Oh, it's very decent move with 6. Strength is pretty normal at 5. Pretty bad agility and very decent armor. Now, they do come with Mighty Blow as you would expect, and same with Loner. And they do have the prehensible tail, just like the Rat Ogres, and that's really a good skill to have. Thick Skull is the same thing that the Dwarves get, and that's also very good for them. Their weakness is the Bonehead skill. Basically, when you want to take an action, you have to roll a die. And if you get 1, well, they just forget about your order and they'll stay right there on the pitch. And you'll have to try again the next turn. However, just like the really stupid skill, the Bonehead skill means that when you do miss your roll, you lose your tackle zone. And this is always a problem. So in some cases, you may want to just leave your player there doing, well, before you give orders. If you have a difficult action and you need those tackle zones, sometimes it's better to just not take a chance. But, it depends on the situation. They do have access to the strength skills, like guard or stand firm and such. Really nice skills, but you'll need to roll doubles to get basic skills like block and well, not dodge in this case, but tackle. They do cost 140,000, which is a bit pricey, but it's not that bad. However, you'll probably want to spend some money on Zoruses. Zoruses are basically your physical guys. They do have decent movement with 6. They have very good strength with 4. As the Cruxigors, their agility sucks, but they do have the same armor value, so they're pretty durable. And they do have the added advantage that they have access to the general table, so block, tackle. However, well, there's always a downside to this. They don't come with any skills. So, yeah, it usually takes a little while before leveling them up, since with 1 agility they have really a hard time picking up the ball or catching or throwing. So you need to injure the opponent, and well, that's not always easy. So you'll probably want to use the opportunity when the opponent kicks off and the ball goes out of bounds. You can give the ball to anyone on your team, well, on the pitch, of course. So this is usually a very good chance to get some star player points to one of your Zoruses, since you can just give him the ball and he won't drop it. So you go score a touchdown, and then you're set. So you really have to take what the game gives you. Take every chance you get. They do cost 80,000, but they're really important. So, and you can have 6 of them. So you'll want at least 4 to start out. Then you have the skinks. Skinks, well, on another team, they would be considered as catchers, but since the Lizardmen team don't really have anyone who's really good at throwing, they're mainly running backs, but very fragile ones. So they have 8 move, which is a very high. It's on par with a lot of elves or Skaven. The only people that have more moves than them are Wood Elven and Wood Elven catchers and gutter runners on Lizardman team. They do have 2 strength, which isn't too bad considering their size, and agility, it's fair. However, well, they're not durable with 7 armor. So that's always a problem. So you'll want to try to avoid getting them into blocking range at the end of a turn. They do have stunty, like goblins, as I covered with the orcs. They have dodge as well. So they only have access to the agility table. So this can be a little bit of a problem, but not too difficult to build up a good skink. If you get agility bonuses, by all means go for it. Movement, same thing. After that, you'll want to use fend. Wrestle could be good as well. Then you have sidestep is also very good for a catcher. Sure feet can also help when you're going for it. So they're not bad, but unless you get a little bit lucky on your level ups, they won't really become a powerful force. So we'll buy, let's see, 5 of them right away. We still have a lot of money when you think about it. So I'll go check and see if I can get another reroll. So now I have 150,000 left. And that is enough to get another Zorus and another Skink. So we have 11 players. Then you only have to gather your money to buy another Zorus or a Croxigore first. Depends on your priorities. And then you can just complete your team with more skinks. Because, let's face it, you'll probably lose a couple of skinks during a game. If you're lucky, they'll only get a small injury. Otherwise, well, when you get well, I'm not really sure what I'm trying to say here. If your stats go down because of an injury, well,